Roma are having a less than ideal start to the season. 3-2 to 10-man Hellas Verona. 5-1 to Fiorentina. 2-1 to Empoli. These are some of the terrible results that have started the season poorly for Roma, and which has forced them into a 12th place start to start the year. And for this very reason, the Roma board have decided to fire Ivan Juric and hire Mr. Rebuild. It is time to get the Italian juggernauts back to the top of Italian and European football. So as we land in Rome, this is the default starting 11 we have been given. An interesting formation for sure. Rest assured, I'm going to be making plenty of changes to this Roma side. The first of which is going to be the formation. We do not have an insane budget though, so I'm going to have to be really strategic with how we approach season 1. And we will hit the ground running. I have kind of spent the majority of our budget on this one guy, but I do plan on selling players. But looking at the squad, I knew that Angelino wasn't going to cut it for me at the left back role. I had to go in, get somebody younger and somebody higher rated to carry the mantle at left back, and we have decided the Algerian Ryan Ait-Nouri is that man for us. We bring him across from Wolverhampton for £18 million. There is no chance, at least for the first season, that I'm selling Matty Ryan. When I saw that he signed for Roma, I was genuinely caught off guard. But I'm not mad about it. I'm rejecting this from Torino. Someone I have decided to sell though is Stefan El Shaarawy. Jared in 2012, FIFA 12 Jared watching this would absolutely hate me selling the cult icon. That is Stefan El Shaarawy, but I am all in on Zalewski at the left midfield role. We've sold El Shaarawy to Freiburg. But with my obvious bias to Matt Ryan, I'm gonna make a smart move and loan out Miles Villa here. I don't want his growth to stunt just because I have one eye on. So we're gonna loan him out to Sporting for the next 2 seasons. But one area of the park I wanna make a massive upgrade is the center midfield role. So I'm cashing in on not only Leandro Paredes, who cashes in and gets a Saudi Arabian payday, but also Brian Cristante. I want a massive midfielder to hold it down for us. And for me, that man is going to be Ruben Neves. We are going to get him back from his Saudi experiment. I'm kind of helping out Paredes in this case. Paredes goes to Al Hilal to play center midfield, and we take out one of his biggest competitors for starting game time. But most importantly, I think Ruben Neves is going to be a massive addition to our midfield. 84 overall, going to be a real anchor, and that's exactly what we need when you see the formation I've changed to. Ruben Neves signing on for 41.5 mil. Baldanzi is one of the best young talents in Italian football. I want to get him some loan time, so he is heading to Girona for the next 2 years. I do plan on converting Ruben Neves to a center midfielder though, which is luckily only going to take 2 weeks. It is always a little bit of a roll of the dice with that. Another loan move here though, Nicolo Pasili heading to Leeds, and the 16-year-old defender Buba Sangare heading to Turkey for 2 years. So we had a real focus on quality over quantity this transfer window, and I'm hoping it pays off. We've got that good high-rated core between Mancini, Hummels, Neves, Dybala. Like, our spine is strong, and I'm using the wings to basically experiment. Zalewski, Ait-Nouri, Abdulhamid, and Sul are all players that need to prove themselves. But with no Champions League in season 1, that needs to be the goal. Go all out in Italian football in Serie A to get Roma back. But I would love if we could go on a run in the Europa League. We'll see how we're sitting across the board come January. And this is exactly what we want to see. Napoli have a similar mindset to us, but we are currently undefeated. I didn't even clock that. We are undefeated right now on the 1st of January with Roma. I want to come for a Champions League spot, but I most importantly want to come for the title. That would be massive. Getting the title would be huge. Currently 1 point behind Napoli. Just convert the draws into wins and we'll be sweet. There is no way I'm going to be touching the starting 11, but I am going to get a backup attacking midfielder in here. It's a famous last name. It is Daniel Maldini joining us from Monza for £8 million. Okay, well, we almost bottled it completely. We almost dropped completely out of the Champions League race. Those draws are just brutal, man. 4 losses all year, but 14 draws. We finished 4th in Serie A with Roma, but we are heading to the Champions League in season 2. End of the day, that is all that matters. Inter Milan ended up coming from nowhere and they win the league by 7 points. AC Milan miss out on Champions League football, Lazio 10th, but it is Monza, Empoli, and Venezia all going down comfortably. Inter Milan are going to win Coppa Italia. We went out in the quarterfinals to Fiorentina. Man City win the Champions League. I'm glad it's not an Italian side. We ended up finishing 8th in the league phase of the Europa League, so we get to skip the playoffs. We are into the round of 16. Hopefully we can go on a cup run here in the Europa League. Round of 16, we go out to Rangers. Okay, to Rangers. The Scottish side beat us 4-3, and the winner of the Europa League is going to be Bilbao. Meanwhile, Panathinaikos, the Greek side, winning the Conference League. Paulo Dybala, 33 goals, 8 assists. Pellegrini with a great year. Maldini coming off the bench and having a great second half of the season. But Dovbyk, what has happened there? The Ukrainian striker, only 9 appearances, 4 goals and 1 assist. I'm wondering during the simulations whether Dybala was taking up this striker role. That is incredibly frustrating. We will be saying goodbye though to Alexis Salamakers and Kurt Kone, who both of them going back to their parent clubs. Salamakers and Zaleski really splitting the game time here, but next year it is all Nicolas. It was fun having Matty Ryan as the starting goalkeeper, but I'll admit it's probably a bit of a stretch to keep him as the starting keeper moving forward. We need a young upgrade, somebody who can come in and help us on our quest to a Champions League title. There were a few names on my shortlist, but when I saw the Italian keeper Marco Carnesecchi had a year remaining on his contract, it was a no-brainer to bring him to the Stade Olimpico. The 84 overall goalkeeper joining us from Atalanta, below market value, £34 million. Our backline is aging though. Mats Hummels is retiring at the end of the year, and Mario Hermoso just hit the age of 30, so I've decided I'm going to cash in on him and go for not only an upgrade at centre-back, but a younger upgrade. We get a pretty healthy £30 million to send him to Tottenham. Jesus, look at the transfer sums that are already coming in for Matthias Sul. That is insanity. Ebrima Darbo, he's back in the club. Ebrima Darbo heading to Salzburg. Saying goodbye here permanently to Angelino. That is another £12.5 million we can put towards a new centre-back. Make that another £2 million. Because we have sold the striker Shumarodov to Boca Juniors for $2 million. There we go. New centre-back, fellas. Pumped about this one. Ibrahima Konate. The Frenchman's getting right into the starting 11. We've spent big money on him, but I am hopeful that him and Mancini can get to work straight away, gel straight away, and help us on our quest for a Champions League title. Paying over his market value, $41.5 million from Liverpool. This team is looking healthy, lads. I'm happy with the growth at the moment. Once again, the wingers and left back and right back, little growth needed there. Pellegrini, would like him to get up to an 84, but I think down the line, if we don't win the Champions League this year, I would look to upgrade there. But the big question, is Dovbyk going to get starting game time? He has to. If not, I might honestly consider converting Dybala to a striker. Our bench is looking good though here at Roma, but let's go see what our Champions League hopes are looking like. So our journey starts off against Sparta Praha. October, we've got Celtic into Ajax. November has Stade Bucharest, and then Benfica away in Portugal. Lyon in December. We finish it off in January. Braga into Chelsea. That's a pretty moderate league phase. I definitely think we need to be getting ourselves into the knockout rounds at the very minimum. Come on, fellas. Undefeated in league phase play. We are heading directly to the round of 16. Fair play Galatasaray. They had an undefeated start as well. PSG and Man City, not even a single draw. But we can't focus on them. We focus on ourselves into the round of 16. And once again in the title race, but I'm not getting cocky when it comes to Serie A after the start to last season. Currently second with Roma. We need to maintain that because the top 4 race is a lot tighter this year. 2 losses in a row, we can drop all the way down to 7. And you know what? I think we make a big move here in January. Abdul Hamid, 26 years of age, 81 overall. It's great foundations. It's okay progress, but I think we need to take that next step up at the right back role. So the Saudi Arabian defender is heading to PSG for just shy of 22 mil. And we spend big to help get an Englishman that I think can help win us the Champions League this season. Ben White, the Englishman. Been a hot minute since I've had the opportunity to use him in a rebuild. 85 rated, 28 years of age. He is ready to win a European trophy. Bro, I'm a dumbass. I am a dumbass. I forgot we had our final 2 games in January. All right, we're in a good position, but we have not qualified for the Champions League knockout round yet. We've got to still get through Braga and Chelsea. That's on me. A win against Braga, a draw against Chelsea. We're through. We finished 4th. I am so glad I didn't jinx us. I almost jinxed Galatasaray though. They dropped down to 8th. So the round of 16 draw is in. We have Monaco. This is absolutely manageable. Monaco versus Roma. So Zalewski is suspended for the first leg. Daniel Maldini coming in for the away leg in Monaco. Need to lay the foundations. I want a win to take back to Rome. Come on, Roma. 4-1. Yes. Mancini and Dybala both picking up braces. That is absolutely brilliant. We are in a great stead heading back to Rome. Zalewski back into the starting 11, but at this point, it doesn't even feel like we necessarily need him. 4-1 up against Monaco. This feels like a formality, which we put our boot into the neck of Monaco. Dovbyk gets a brace, and we are 6-1 up. And heading, we got a lot of yellow cards. I hope that doesn't hurt us. But we are heading to the quarterfinals in incredible form. And somehow nobody got suspended from our team. I don't know how. Quarterfinal time, and we have got a step up in terms of the French caliber we're versing. We verse another French side, another Ligue 1 side. But it's PSG. This is a different kettle of fish. If we can get past PSG, I am going to be feeling so damn confident for the remainder of the season. Big first leg, though, at home. Another 4-1 would be welcomed. Instead, it is a 3-0. We now know how Monaco felt. 3-0 in the first leg. Embarrassed at home. And now we have to go to Paris and try pulling off the greatest comeback in Champions League history. We have got nothing to lose. Go all out. I was tempted to do like a 10-man forward formation, but let's see how we go. No expectations. 3-0 down, 2-2 draw. We are out in the Champions League quarterfinals. You just can't expect to do anything when you're losing by 3 goals in the first leg. We need to now bring it home strong domestically. Top of Italy with Roma. We have won our first trophy as Roma manager. 4 points clear of AC Milan. We knew the second half of the season was going to be tough, but we turned it on. So not only are we heading back to the Champions League next year, we are heading back as Italian champions. All the big dogs finishing at the top of the table though. Fiorentina down to mid-table. Nobody huge having a bad season though. Cremonese, Sampdoria, and Lecce go down. Inter Milan win Coppa Italia. We went out to AC Milan in the semis. Real Madrid end up taking down PSG to win the Champions League. Tottenham win the Europa League. And Bologna, an Italian representation there via Bologna, winning the Conference League. So Dovbyk isn't getting game time again. But Paulo Dybala, holy shit. All right, I need to look at the Ballon d'Or ceremony next year. Paulo Dybala has got himself 53 goals and 19 assists. That is 72 goal contributions in a season for Paulo Dybala. Is that one of the best seasons in Rebuilt history? And fair play to Sul. He gets himself 35 goal contributions. Dovbyk only 4 goals in 10 games. I don't know what is happening when I simulate and why he is not getting game time. But we will be saying goodbye to Mats Hummels, the only man leaving the club on a free at the end of the season. Not even leaving on a free. He is retiring from football. One of my all-time favorite players, Mats Hummels. All the best. I bet you guys didn't expect to see Christian Pulisic right now. Captain America is our first signing of Season 3. He has had a career revival in Serie A. We know this is where he dominates, and that is why we are going to sign him from AC Milan. Less than 12 months on his contract. And looking at the squad, Zalewski, I wanted him to be the future, but he's just not developing at the same pace as the rest of the squad, 82 rated. We need to be pushing for the Champions League this year. Christian Pulisic, 27 years of age, 85 overall. He is primed to be a key talent on this Champions League run. And the best part is we get him on a cut price deal from Milan, £38 million. Dovbyk, I've got to say, has been the big disappointment so far of this rebuild. The CPU choosing to play Dybala over him in our simulations, and I want to lean into that. I couldn't say no to the money we got for him either. £61 million to send him to AC Milan. So my plan is to get a new attacking midfielder and convert Dybala into our starting striker. Also, there is no way I was going to get 83 million for him. If you guys haven't already noticed, I hate having players worth decent amounts of money sitting in the third string position. That happens with Villa. He comes back from his loan spell, 79 rated, and so I've decided to sell him to Bologna for 15 million pounds. Same rating as Matt Ryan, but we can get 15 million pounds for a third string goalkeeper. I'm glad they agreed that that was the most we were going to be able to get for him, and that gives us the capabilities to go ahead and get our new attacking midfielder. We're going to have goals coming out the wazoo this season. Brahim Diaz joining us from Napoli. So we weaken a fellow league rival, 62 million pounds to get the Moroccan. I'm not done yet though, fellas, because it is time for us to reunite with a former Roma player. He can provide us back up at the right midfield role and the striker role. Nicolo Zaniolo. We sign him from Galatasaray, 16 million pounds. If you guys have been watching my content for a little while, you know that he used to be the guy. He was such a solid wonder kid 3 or 4 years ago. This team is bloody unbelievable, lads. I know that it has Dybala as a -5 right now and Pulisic as a -1, but I am in the process of converting them to a left mid and striker respectively. Hoping that'll be sorted by the end of the month, but just taking this side of what it is on face value, it is absolutely unbelievable. Ait Nouri needs a little more growth, but the fact everybody is basically 85 rated is crazy. But when it comes to the Champions League this year, this is our path to success. Club Brugge, SC Braga again, West Ham United, Benfica again, Slavia Praha, FC Midtjylland, and rounding it out with Liverpool and Apoel. Again, I see us getting out of the league phase. Really? Haaland, Mbappe, Vinny, and Rodrigo. Dybala got 70 plus goal contributions in a team that won the league and made it to the Champions League quarterfinals, and he doesn't even get nominated for a Ballon d'Or. That is actually ridiculous. 1st of January, trying to defend our title though, we're sitting 3rd. Inter Milan starting to run away with things this season, but we did overturn a pretty big deficit last year, so not all hope is lost. Those damn draws continuing to haunt us though. I'm feeling good about this though. 2nd in league phase play in the Champions League. Not a single loss. We are the only team still undefeated in the Champions League. And I want to carry that all the way through for the second half of the season. Stepping past the playoffs, who will we face in the last 16? And the answer to that question is RB Leipzig. Here we go. A snowy night here as we head to Germany. Dybala, it still says -7, but he's still getting the job done at striker, which is quite interesting to see. But we are heading to Germany. How do we go against the German outfit? We come away. That's what I mean. Dybala, it might not show. Ben White got... Okay, hold up. I have a bit to unpack here. Dybala gets a brace, but misses a penalty. Pellegrini gets a goal, but Ben White got straight red carded in the 15th minute, and we still managed to win this one. That is huge, but we're going to be a man down for the second leg back home. Like, just to prove how little the -7 is affecting Dybala, he already here in March has 36 goals this season. He is a different gravy. Second leg at home, a rainy Roman night. Selic comes in for Ben White, suspended for this one. I have swapped Pulisic and Sul, their positions, just for pure plus reasons. Here we go though. Can we get ourselves into the quarters? We do. We hold steady. Yellow card Kanate, another goal for Dybala, and we're heading to the quarterfinals for the second straight year. And in said quarterfinals, we have a matchup with Borussia Dortmund. This is where we got dumped out of the tournament last year. That ain't happening this year. Let's get the job done. Ben White back in after serving his suspension. Pulisic against his former side. We are at home for the first leg here. Need a strong result to take back to Germany. It is a draw. A 2-all draw. Another goal for Dybala. Brahim Diaz gets a goal. And it is all going to be fighting for when we head to the Signal Iduna Park. The nice thing here is that we're actually in the fight this year. Compared to last year's second leg where we were 3-0 down, we are 2-all. That is our predicament at the Signal Iduna Park. We win it on pens. We win it on pens. Perfect in the shootout. We are heading to a Champions League semi-final. That was very, very close. This is feeling like a natural progression in opponents right now. Manchester City, semi-finals, a spot in the final on the line. Let's take down the Blues. All right, here we go. Traveling to Manchester, having to deal with Erling Haaland and co. Season 3, semi-finals, leg 1, away, and it is a 2-2 draw. We are lucky, though, we are not behind. Haaland misses a penalty. So now Man City come into our backyard. 2-2 for the second time this season. Come on, fellas. It is time for us to step up. Second leg at home. A spot in a Champions League final on the line, and we do it in extra time. That is beautiful. We almost, that would have been a roller coaster at the end. Dybala thinks he wins it for us. Foden equalizes, but Pellegrini and Zaniolo, our signing from the summer, he puts the finishing touch as Roma are heading to a Champions League final. And most importantly, no injuries, no suspensions. Lovely. It had to be. Real Madrid, Champions League final. This is going to be tough. They are never easy. All right, Real Madrid, here we go. Taking a look around the grounds, an all-London Europa League final won by Arsenal. Sociedad win the Conference League. We fall just short, finishing second in the league this year, 5 points behind Inter Milan. Relegation zone will see Udinese, Palermo, and Modena going down. We lose. Oh my God, don't tell me we're going to finish second in everything this year. Super Cup, we lose to Juventus. Scratch that, fellas. We have won Coppa Italia. We win Coppa Italia with Roma, taking down Cagliari 3-2. So that if we had lost this final as well, I was going to be in my head for the Champions League final, saying that it is our destiny to come second in everything. That is not the case. Paulo Dybala, 48 goals is just ridiculous. It kind of feels like a letdown after last season's insanity, but that is still ridiculous. He has to be in the conversation for a Ballon d'Or this year or next year, especially if we win the Champions League. Let's go get this man a Ballon d'Or and a Champions League title. Come on, Roma. Mbappe going with the outside of the boot. That is an early warning sign. Modric puts that one in early. We get it away. Go, just run. Just run. Oh, we thread the needle. Just run. Diamande's in hot pursuit. Gonna slide that to Pulisic. Pulisic on the counter-attack. Just go yourself. Oh, safe follow-up. Oh, he puts it wide. I should have gone near post again. Kylian Mbappe. No long shots for him, please. That's all he's trying all day. Bellingham. Oh my God, this team is the Avengers. Karnaseshi is going to have a busy day. Modric flings it in. Get it away. Karnaseshi, get up. Just clear it. Well done, Christian. Through to Pellegrini. Up against Diamande. He's got him done for pace. I need Dybala. Oh, get to a sweaty goal. Just go then. Oh my God. Real Madrid are open going down that right-hand side. I need to abuse that. That's the only time we've had opportunities. Besides that header. Corner in there. Get it away. We can't let him get it like that. Come on, fellas. We need something here. Brahim Diaz against his former side. Going to Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves with some space in the box. Courtois smothers it nicely. It is still on, though. Diaz. Ball in. Pellegrini. Dybala. I should have taken a touch. Get that away. No, get it away. Mbappe. That is audacious. Come on, fellas. Get something going here. Matthias going through to Brahim Diaz. A bit of space. Gabriel overcommits. Get it back to Dybala. Courtois is just so damn good. All right, it is a scoreless draw. I don't know how nobody scored in this game, but we are heading to extra time. Made a substitution. Zalewski coming on. Christian Pulisic to the bench. Come on, Sewell out here to Pellegrini. He's knackered, but I did see Dybala. It's on here, though. Matthias Sewell with the skills. Oh, follow up Dybala! I thought he was stuffing around with it, but he finally gets it under control and in the back of the net. And we're going to take the lead in this Champions League final in the 105th minute. Oh, no, we mistimed that tackle. Neves is knackered, man. Bellingham. Jude Bellingham's going to equalize. Are you kidding me? I thought we did enough to get in front of that one and get the block. Bellingham equalizes in the 118th minute. Lock in, fellas. Can we get something in the last minute of the game? It's the last opportunity. We've got nobody in there. Go back. Zalewski. Ruben Neves shoots it. Saved by Courtois. That would have been unbelievable. But instead, extra time is over. And we are heading to a penalty shootout. Dybala to start it. Our sharp shooter, Paulo Dybala. I'm going to the right-hand side, sending Courtois the wrong way. Rodrigo. I reckon he's going to go to the right-hand side. Rodrigo does, but that's a perfect pen. The captain, Pellegrini. I'm going left here. I'm going left. We send the keeper the wrong way again. Where are you going, Kylian? I reckon he's going right. Kylian Mbappe, it's saved! Come on! Ruben to the right. Courtois stays still. This would be massive. Jude, I'm going right again. Oh my God, up the middle. Just keep on scoring. This is a little faster. Well timed. Go left. Go left. Come on, Courtois goes late. If we save Vinicius' penalty, we win. Come on. Where you going, mate? I reckon you're going left. I reckon you're going left. Oh, I went early. He got me with a stutter. Oh, but if the substitute Zalewski can score, we're going to win a Champions League final. Going right. I'm going right. I'm going right. Courtois goes left. Oh my God. What an insane penalty shootout. The man off the bench is going to score the winning penalty for us as we take down Real Madrid and rebuild Roma. That was insanity. The best final of FC 25 rebuild so far. But 3 dramatic years it has taken us to successfully rebuild Roma and make them not only Italian champions, not only Coppa Italia champions, but now European champions. Lorenzo Pellegrini wearing the captain's armband, one of many players in this squad that I did not expect to have as large an impact as they did. There was talks about replacing him in Season 2, but here, a year and a half later, Lorenzo Pellegrini hoists the UEFA Champions League trophy in the air. If you guys enjoyed this Roma rebuild, make sure you click here to subscribe and click here to check out another video.